All right, let's talk about that massive, frustrating gap between wanting to change your life and, actually doing it. Today, we're diving into the science of how you build real, solid confidence. And spoiler alert, it has almost nothing to do with motivation. It's all about evidence. You know that feeling, right? You're standing there, fully aware of what you want to do, what you need to do, but to get up and go just isn't there. So you make that little promise to yourself, tomorrow. It feels comforting, but let's be honest, tomorrow is a master of disguise. So what do we do instead? We reach for our phones. We look for that quick hit, that little spark. We find the perfect, epic motivational video. And bam! For a few glorious minutes, it totally works. The music is pumping, the message is powerful, and you feel that rush. You're thinking, yes, this is it. This time is going to be different. But then the video ends, the screen goes dark, and that amazing feeling, it just evaporates. That high was borrowed, it wasn't earned, and you're right back where you started, maybe even feeling a little worse than before. Look, if this sounds painfully familiar, you are so not alone. This is a real thing, and it's called the motivation paradox. See, just consuming motivational content gives our brain the feeling of making progress, without us having to do any of the actual, work. But why? Why do we get stuck here? Well, the answer isn't about having more willpower. It's about understanding your brain. You gotta realize, your brain is a skeptic. It's not interested in your speeches. It needs to see receipts. It needs proof. So let's meet the key player in all of this, your prefrontal cortex. Now just think of this part of your brain as a tough but fair judge. It's the home of logic, reason, and self-control. And it is completely unimpressed by your big promises or your motivational playlists. It deals in one currency and one currency only, cold, hard evidence of your actions. And this right here is the absolute heart of the problem. When you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna start working out, your brain's internal lawyer basically stands up and says, objection, show me the evidence. It just dismisses those vague I will statements. But when you can say, I did go for a walk, well, it can't argue with that. That's a fact. It logs that action as evidence, and slowly but surely, that evidence starts to change its belief about who you really are. Okay, so if our brain is a judge demanding proof, we need to completely change our strategy. The goal is no longer to feel motivated. The goal is to become a detective, gathering evidence, building a case file of actions that proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you are the person you claim you want to be. This is the one thing you have to remember. We get it backwards all the time. We think we need to feel confident before we can take action. But that's not how it works. Confidence isn't the starting line, it's the trophy you get for finishing the race, especially on the days you didn't even feel like showing up. And the best part? The evidence doesn't have to be huge. In fact, it's way better if it's small. The point isn't to overhaul your entire life by noon. The point is just to collect one piece of proof. Every one of these tiny actions is like submitting Exhibit A to your brain. It's a quiet little statement that says, see, I'm the kind of person who does what they say they're gonna do. Okay, so if the solution is really that simple, just take small actions, then why is it still so ridiculously hard to get started sometimes? Well, it turns out there's a little chemical saboteur working against us inside our own heads. Our brains are wired to seek a reward chemical called dopamine. But here's the catch. Not all dopamine is created equal. We're surrounded by what you could call cheap dopamine. It's that easy, instant, passive hit you get from scrolling social media or, even watching another motivational video. It feels good for a second, but it's empty calories. Premium dopamine, on the other hand, is earned. It's what you feel after you finish a workout or cross a task off your list. It's lasting, and it builds genuine self-respect. The problem? Our brains are wired to take the easy way out and crave that cheap, instant hit. And that quote, man, that changes everything, doesn't it? It means this whole struggle isn't a moral failing. You're not lazy. You're just fighting a biological addiction to the path of least resistance. So every time you choose effort over easy consumption, you're literally winning a battle against your brain's own instincts. All right, let's bring this all home. If you want to build real, lasting confidence, you have to stop trying to talk your brain into it. You have to show it. You have to start forging a new identity, one tiny piece of evidence at a time. So here it is, the most crucial takeaway from all of this. Stop waiting. Seriously, stop waiting for the right mood to strike. Stop waiting for a bolt of inspiration. And please, stop waiting to feel confident before you start. It's a trap.
Because at the end of the day, that's all confidence really is. It's the reputation you build with yourself. Every single time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you're making a deposit in your own trust fund. That reputation, built drip by drip, action by action, is the only kind of confidence that actually lasts.
So, forget about tomorrow. Forget about the 5-year plan for a second. The only question that really matters is this one. What is one small piece of evidence you can build for yourself right now, today?